on, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're back in the kitchen today cooking some food. So one day I got really curious just what the most popular snack was, so I was looking it up, and on like multiple websites it was telling me that Rice Krispie treats are. So it might not be your favorite snack or in your state, but like the most popular in most of the states was Rice Krispie treats. So hopefully I got that right, or it's one of the most popular snacks. And today I'm going to be making them in the kitchen, trying to recreate them. I have tried them before a couple years ago and they were really good, so hopefully we can make them, but there is a catch. I have to make everything I can from scratch. So that means I'm going to be making the marshmallow from scratch, I'm going to be making the Rice Krispies from scratch, I'm going to be making the butter I use from scratch. Obviously things like icing sugar and the gelatin that goes into the marshmallow is not going to be from scratch. Anyway, so we're going to be making Rice Krispie treats 90% from scratch. So I think we should just get into it. So the first step in the marshmallow is to put 1 cup of sugar into a pot and 1/4 cup of water. So we just need to swirl that around until the sugar is like incorporated with the water and like starting to dissolve. Then I'm gonna grab my candy thermometer, or I don't even know if this is a candy thermometer, but just a thermometer that clips onto the side with a little thingy-mabobber to measure the temperature. We're gonna leave it to cook until it starts boiling, and then we're gonna put the thermometer in and wait for it to turn. So while this is starting to boil, once we notice it starts to bubble, I'm gonna put in our candy thermometer, and it needs to go to 115 Celsius or 240 Fahrenheit, and then it's ready to add into our gelatin. Okay, so it's starting to boil. Now I'm gonna put this in. So I have the bowl that we're gonna whip the marshmallow in. Now I need to add 1/4 cup of water, 1 tablespoon of gelatin powder. Now I'm gonna sprinkle this over the top and then give it a mix and make sure there's no clumps and that it's fully incorporated into the water. So our sugar mixture is currently on 95 Celsius. Gelatin is fully mixed in. Now I'm just gonna leave it to bloom in here while we wait for this to reach 115. If you watched my Cinnabon video where we went to Cinnabon, when I was packing, everyone was roasting me in the comments for packing like a full suitcase. But what I forgot to say, and what you guys didn't know, is that we actually stayed in Auckland for a week. So I wasn't just packing to drive 4 hours and then drive back. I was actually packing for a whole week, and I forgot to mention that, and then everyone just started roasting me in the comments. Like literally every comment was like, I can't believe you packed that much for a 4-hour trip. And I was like trying to reply to them all, but I was like laughing so hard because I was like, oh, probably should have mentioned that. So it's reached 115. Now we need to turn it off and we need to leave it to sit for like 1 or 2 minutes just so it isn't like bubbling. While that's doing that, I'm gonna add about 1 cup of rice into a pot, and I'm gonna parboil it over there for 6 minutes until it's like slightly soft but not fully cooked. The gelatin is bloomed, so now I'm gonna put it on a medium-low heat and slowly pour in our sugar mixture until it fluffs up. So I fully mixed in all of our sugar and water mixture. Now I'm just gonna whip it on high for about 3 minutes, and once it's whipped, I'm gonna add in our vanilla and salt. I'm gonna add in a teaspoon of vanilla and a pinch of salt, and then I'm gonna keep whipping it. While marshmallow has finished whipping, now I'm gonna pour it into this baking dish that I lined with corn flour and icing sugar. So I'm just gonna pour it in. Now it needs to set for 5 hours, so we need to set it aside. Yesterday I already made marshmallows, so it's set and ready to go. Let's make with the rice. So I strained the rice, and now I need to pour it over a baking sheet so that it can dry out. Now I need to put it in the oven to dry out. The next step is to make our own butter. So I'm gonna pour some cream into our mixer, and then I'm gonna overbeat it until it turns into butter. So hopefully this goes well, because I've never made my own butter before. Okay, so this is usually about the time where I would start to stop it, but no, we've got to keep going and whip it for like another like 5 minutes. It's currently all curdly and very thick. Now I'm going to scrape down the sides and keep whipping it until it's supposed to turn into butter. It's been going for so long, so I don't know how this is going to work. butter. Well, this is buttermilk. And then apparently you need to wash it and like squeeze out all of the buttermilk. Oh my gosh, that is insane. I've seen people make this and I was not expecting it to take that long to whip. So I was like, am I doing something wrong? Who knew I would be so excited over butter? The next step is to make our rice puffed. I'm gonna pour oil into our pot. So I'm currently just deep frying the rice into little Rice Krispies, and then we'll be ready to assemble. So now that I have all my ingredients, I'm gonna start making the Rice Krispie treats. So we need to start off with 1/4 cup of butter. So I'm gonna put our homemade butter into this pan. While that's melting, I'm gonna cut up our marshmallows. So I'm just gonna cut them up roughly like this. Look how good that looks. It's like proper marshmallow. Now I'm gonna add in our marshmallow and melt it down. All that work of making all this just for it to be melted down. This looks so good. I'm actually really excited to try it now. So the marshmallow has melted down. Now I'm gonna add in our Rice Krispies and give that a good mix. I can't believe we basically made everything from scratch, except for like the gelatin and the vanilla inside the marshmallow. Everything was made from scratch. Now I'm gonna pour our Rice Krispie mixture into the dish. And then we just have to spread it around. I'm gonna put little bits of our homemade marshmallow on the top. Okay, I'm gonna clean up the kitchen and put this in the fridge now to cool, and then once it's set, we'll be back to try it. Before I clean up, the other day I made my own pickles, and they've been in the fridge long enough now for like literally like 3 or 4 days. So I'm gonna try the pickle now and see if I actually made pickles. That's actually so good. I literally only put in there water, vinegar, garlic, dill, mustard seeds, and pepper, and obviously cucumber. And now we've got pickles. That's actually so cool, and they taste exactly like pickles. Alright guys, we have finished the Rice Krispie treat finally. It has been set in the fridge, so it's pretty much ready to eat. And I'm excited to try it. Oh my gosh, that looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna try it. Oh my gosh, that is so good. It's just like the normal Rice Krispie treat. But I literally made everything from scratch. That's actually insane. I can definitely see how this is America's most popular snack. It might not be my favorite American snack, but it's pretty high up there. That is so good. And like the marshmallow I made, it's like an actual marshmallow. It was actually so fun to try and make something new because I've never made homemade marshmallow before. I've never made homemade rice puffs before. I've never made homemade butter before, and I've never made a Rice Krispie treat before. So we literally made like heaps of new things today. I'm actually very happy with how it turned out, and it tastes very good. I'm gonna give that a solid 8 out of 10. All right guys, thank you so much for watching. That is the end of the video where I make America's most popular snack and try to recreate it at home, which is Rice Krispie treats. Make sure you guys comment down below your favorite snack and if I should recreate it. Make sure you smash the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!